The last video was scripted? Well, this one ain't. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm still doing weird stuff with my hands, but you can't see because it's outside of the frame. Today's video may seem like it's going to be a bit all over the place, but in my mind it makes sense, so stick with me. So basically today I want to show you my kind of COVID-19 stay-at-home TBR, what I'm currently reading, and my Reading Rush TBR. Because it kind of is connected. So let's start with what I'm currently reading. Basically, everything that I'm currently reading came from my COVID-19 TBR, mostly. The 3 books I'm currently reading, mostly I all got because of Rowena, a YouTube channel that I've kind of been mostly religiously following for the last month or 2. She also likes to read a lot and therefore has a lot of books to recommend, a lot of kind of self-help books. 1 I already had purchased and 2 really just mostly got because of her. Because she kind of all said them in one sentence. The first is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This is the Find What Feels Good Cooler book club pick of the month of March. As you can see, still got a long way to go, but it's an intense read, I would say. A lot of information condensed into a small book. Need some time. So I basically picked it up because of the Find What Feels Good book club, but it was also mentioned by Rowena, and therefore I had to pick up the other books she recommended that spoke to me. The second one, which I'm really loving right now and which I'm kind of reading most, is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I wasn't really sure to get this book, therefore heard Eat, Pray, Love as an audiobook that I got from my library, and I really fell in love with her writing style, and this is kind of really my main book right now and I love reading every second of it. Elizabeth Gilbert really speaks to me as an author. And the last book that I'm currently reading and that I mostly got because of Rowena's but that has been recommended to me before, is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I've only read one Paulo Coelho book so far, which is Veronica Decides to Die. And I will get to this book in a minute. This is kind of the most popular Coelho book, I believe. I haven't heard really a bad thing about it and really enjoy reading it so far. Kind of hits a bit too close to home for me right now, so I enjoy it occasionally. A couple of days ago I started rereading a manga series, which is Hiyokoi by Moe Yukimaru. As you can see, I already got volume 7 in my hands, because I kind of read like 2 this morning. They're really addicting and it is such a feel-good story that I kind of need in times like this. I hope that I would read a couple of those during the reading rush. I don't think they will make it until then. And the book that almost got away, that I'm also currently reading but kind of forgot, is a German book called So Tot wie Nie by Ralf Kramp. The title could be translated as Dead as Never, I would say. And it is a collection of short stories that have to do with death. I went to a reading that is called Tatort Thriller, where you really have a lot of thriller and krimi readings from a lot of different authors, and I went to his and really enjoyed the time there because he has a really dark sense of humor that is so funny, and we had such a good time, and therefore I bought 2 of his books that are short story collections, so I'm reading a short story here and there occasionally. Now on to my COVID-19 TBR, what I want to read. There are a lot of self-help books in there, books to improve yourself, to grow, become a better human. That's kind of what I'm drawn to the most right now. Most of these books are actually in German. The first book is, I have to read it. Leben, Schreiben, Atmen, eine Einladung zum Schreiben by Doris Dörri. In English, the translation would be Living, Writing, Breathing, an Invitation to Writing. I've been eyeing this book for so long, and since the libraries are closed now, I'm not able to get it. Writing has become pretty important for me, and now it's more important than ever, so I really wanted to have this on hand, and this is probably one of the next books I will start. Then an English book that I recently got is High Performance Habits, How Extraordinary People Become That Way by Brandon Burkhart. I don't know if it was just me, but I saw this book everywhere on Facebook, Instagram and so on, where, you know, there was this advertisement that you can get this book for free, only pay shipping. So I thought, why not give it a shot, but haven't really started it yet. But it looks quite nice. I've been working on my habits. I've gotten quite good at establishing a few new habits, but I think like you can always improve or make it easier for yourself. So hopefully this book will help me with that. Next, another German book, which is called Handle selbst, lebe jetzt, wirkungsvolle Prinzipien für ein glückliches und erfülltes Leben by Alexander S. Kaufmann. The English translation of the title would be Act by Yourself, Live Now, and I don't want to translate the rest. I had the opportunity to meet Alex live, to hear him talk and be a part of one of his speeches, and it was really inspiring. This experience really improved my life a lot and changed a lot. I kind of want to refresh on everything that I heard during that speech, presentation, Vortrag, and really want to read it soon. I actually really can't wait because he really spoke to me. Next, another self-care book that I actually have since October last year and never really got around to reading it. It is called Halt die Klappe Kopf, ein Self-Care-Buch für Tage, an denen Schokokuchen nicht reicht, von Lisa Sophie Laurent. Basically, shut up, Pat. A self-care book for days when chocolate cake isn't enough. I've been following Lisa for about as long, but was aware of her as a YouTuber before. This kind of just really got me, this book and the topics she talks about, like burnout, being so stressed with life, how to not be as stressed, kind of really spoke to me at the time. So I got the book. Funny enough, I have read a book by her since then, not this one, but her first book. I really enjoy her writing style. I can't say as much. This book is really about de-stressing, prevent or recover from burnout, how to not get burnout again, basically how to manage a somewhat healthy balance during this kind of world that we have right now. And I got this out of my shelf because I thought maybe now is the time that I can really read it. I've started it twice now and kind of always didn't continue reading because I wanted to do the tasks that she has in this book along and kind of don't want to read too much ahead. And the last book that I've kind of already spoiled that I want to read, Veronica Decides to Die by Paulo Coelho. And because I'm reading The Alchemist, I kind of decided to rewatch the film, which I really highly recommend, but watch it before you read this because the setting is quite different. And this led to, I think I could read it again. I really want to reread it again. So here I am, hopefully going to reread it soon. But I'm a really slow reader at the moment, so maybe I'm aiming a bit too much for the stars. So, and finally, the thing probably most of you that clicked on this video have been waiting for, my Reading Rush TBR. But to be honest, it's actually like one book that is set on this TBR and everything else kind of depends on where I am at the start of this reading rush. How many Hiyokoi mangas I have left, or none, then I have another book on this TBR. But mostly, like, I prefer to pick from my COVID-19 TBR as much as I can. Sadly, as you can see, no house on the cover, so I had to pick a different book. The challenges are: read a book with a house on the cover, read a book in the same room the whole time, read a book set somewhere you wish you could go, and read a book that will make you smile. Well, for the house, I really had to look in my shelf for a book that has a house on it. And that probably is short enough to finish it in those days. And the book I chose is Dubliners by James Joyce. It's a book that I got in Ireland 2 years ago. And this could technically also count for read a book set somewhere you wish you could go, because I really want to go back to Ireland. Or we could count any manga basically that is set in Japan, like Ei starte durch. This is kind of the more Yukimaru backup if I finish every Hiyokoi manga by the start of the reading rush. Basically, Ireland and Japan are the places I already went to, but still want to go to next. So they're both really high on my priority list. I guess the manga portion will be used for read a book in the same room the whole time, and a book that will make me smile, probably this manga as well, but we will see. So those are kind of my 2 set books for the reading rush. Everything else will depend. But I hope you enjoyed this kind of weird video and liked me talking about books again, although it was more quantity than quality. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. If you're also participating in the reading rush, tell me what are you looking forward to the most, and maybe leave me a link to your TBR video if you have one. I really like to watch. I always loved about booktube/reading rush that you get to interact with so many bookish people and talk about books so much. And I guess I will see you soon with another video, guys. Until then, stay safe, stay home, and stay healthy. Bye!